Good morning. Good morning. This is a beautiful Saturday morning that the Lord has made. Just come on in and share, 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 share. I appreciate you tuning in, so please share with others this morning. It is Saturday, February the 5th. Hey, and we are in the year of 2022. How awesome is that? Well, good morning and welcome to Build Your Best Life. I'm Coach Deborah D. Smith, and I am so happy to have you here with me this morning. I had an early morning appointment, so I am out and about, but consistency is the way to go, so I am here on time. Those of you who follow me know that my theme for 2022 is it's all about your actions. Every single thing we do interacts with someone else, some activity, or whatever. And always remember that life is about 10% of what happens and 90% of how we react. Well, I believe it is better to train early rather than to fix later. So always remember that. My theme for February is plan, learn, and then navigate. Plan, learn, navigate. This morning, I'm going to talk about the road less traveled. The road less traveled. Everyone has someone that's assigned in their life. People will impart wisdom into you. They will give you tidbits of life to try to help you to navigate around some situations, to keep you from making some of the mistakes that they may have made in life. But that is not always the way things turn out. Some things you have to learn for yourself. So taking the road less traveled doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path or you're going the wrong way. But when you take the road that's less traveled, things are going to turn out a little bit differently. So we can always look for, I won't say an adventure, but something different. And let me put it to you this way. Have you ever traveled somewhere that you've never been, or gone back to a town or city where you haven't been for years or years or years? Uh, you may find that as you plan to take that trip, it's not the way it was the last time that you were there. You may have to take detours, or there may be different paths to get where you used to be. And sometimes it can be frustrating. You may be traveling at night and it's like, oh my goodness, am I going to be able to get where I need to get safely? But it can turn out to be a good thing. It's a new road. It's a road less traveled, if not by others, by you. And then going down this road less traveled, you may find a more beautiful landscape. You may be able to see the creation of God more clearly. You may find your favorite restaurant on that path. You may find different uh, what I would call it, attractions that you can take. You weren't sure what all you were going to be doing on this particular trip, but then you find different things. I didn't know that that was that close here. Or, going the other way, I never knew that this coffee shop was here. And it has authentic Brazilian coffee. Oh my, what a delight. So going that different path doesn't mean that things are going to turn out wrong or you're going to be disappointed. So by taking that different route, you may get different perks of life, and you're displeased that, hey, things change. I'm glad I had an opportunity to go a different way because I've learned so much in going this way. I've made new discoveries, things that I know I'm going to enjoy. This is wonderful. And it's the same way that things happen in our lives, in our dreams. We think that we're going to go on a particular path. We set our goals, and we just know that things are just going to go. They said, get my goal, make sure I have my purpose, write it down, make those baby steps or steps that I can follow. I've done that. Okay, so why am I getting a hiccup? Why is there a detour all of a sudden? We don't understand that. But it's, just think about this as an example. You say that you want to be a brain surgeon. And as far as you know, there's no one that can be a brain surgeon that hasn't obtained a bachelor's degree, gone to medical school, done a residency. You have to do all these things. I mean, these are steps that you have to take. And you think in your mind, I can take the classes in high school that I need to take to prepare that way to go to college, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get to college. I don't have the funding to go. I don't know that my parents are going to be able to help me to go. I don't think they saved, for me to go. So even though I'm a dependent, they work every day, but they just, their bills will not allow them to have the money to pay me to go to a college, even to get my bachelor's degree, let alone to go to medical school. So I'm not sure that I would be able to get my dream. Then you begin to think, the path to becoming a physician, I have to get a bachelor's degree. I have to go to medical school. I have to do a residency. How can I do that? And I was talking earlier this week about, being creative. You got to think outside the box. Hey, I know that one of my life's purposes is to be a physician, but I also have the skill of basketball. What if I hone in on my basketball, take those skills that I already have and consistently work at it day after day after day until I get better and better and better? Maybe I can get a scholarship. So that is what you start out to do. You dissect, and you already had your little steps, but now you got to take a detour. You got to get to this thing a different way, because that is your purpose, and you're going to make sure that you reach that goal, but you're going to have to go about it a little differently. You're going to have to take the road less traveled. So that's what you do. You practice and practice and practice, and you get better and better and better. You make that high school team, and while your friends are out playing, having parties, hanging out, talking to the girls, going to the mall and the movies, you are practicing and practicing and getting better and better and better. And lo and behold, you get all of these offers of scholarships to play basketball. You can get that bachelor's degree. Hey, and when I get there, that's just one of the steps. Then I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing so I can get into the pros. I got to have the money I need to make my dream come true. So goal met, one of them, when you get on that high school basketball team. Goal met, that second one, when you get that scholarship. And you go to college, and yes, you want to be a part of fraternities, sororities, and You want to make friends or whatever, but you have a goal. You have time in life for friends. You have time in life to find that future missus or whatever. But right now, it's all about living out your purpose and reaching that dream that you have. So you practice and practice, and you play hardball, and you're doing great every year. You're doing great in school. You're taking those classes that are going to allow you to be able to get in medical school. And lo and behold, in your sophomore year, you are so good that you'll get an offer for a pro contract in the NBA. What can I say? Goal met. Of course you take it, because it's not that, okay, I'm not going to worry about school, but this is all in your plan, because you know that there's downtime in basketball when you play for the pros. So you can still work on that bachelor's degree while you are playing in the NBA and making money. So you get that great contract, because if you weren't that good to get a phenomenal contract, they would never have drafted you in your sophomore year. So now, hey, it's moving. You took the road less traveled, but you are moving on. You are working on that bachelor's degree. You're getting money that you need. You're not doing things to ruin your name and your reputation. You are working towards your goal. You play for 5 years. Hey, I have fulfilled my contract. I have the money I need. I've also, during this 5 year period, gotten my bachelor's degree. I am ready. You apply for medical school and you get in. Life is good. And you did not follow the normal path. You had to veer. You had to take some detours. You didn't let obstacles get in your way. You took the road less traveled, and look what happened. When you took the time to stop, plan, learn different uh, plans, plan A, plan B, what do I do? You were able to navigate on this road less traveled. You've gotten your bachelor's degree. You're in medical school. You have the money to pay for your medical education. And when you finish and get ready to go into residency, as well as being a physician, you don't have any student loans, because you went the path of the road less traveled. You already have everything paid off. How wonderful is that? So again, the road less traveled is not um, bad. It's not the worst thing. It can be the best thing that's ever happened to you. So don't always do things the way you've always done them. Times change, technology changes, and methods change. So remember that. The first thing I want you to remember when you think about what path you need to take, and you need to do the status quo and do what everybody else does. Number one, you don't have to do what everybody else does, because life happens, things change, technology changes. You can take the road less traveled. Two, it is not necessary to adhere to every step in the path as you navigate toward your dream. Just think about it. Your Siri, Mary, whatever your navigation voice, you name it, is, sometimes it'll tell you to go a particular path. As an example, if I'm trying to get to A1A from where I live, it'll tell me take I-295 south to I-10 west, and then I-95 south. Well, I know I-10 is the highway from hell. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It doesn't matter whether it is a season where school is out and it shouldn't be as busy. You don't want to go that way. Well, even though that navigation system is telling me turn here, turn there, I know I need to get past I-10. So I may detour, take the road less traveled, and go I-295 until I get to I-95 instead of veering off on 10. And then go back to my navigation system and let it finish telling me how it's best to get to A1A. So I made a decision that is better. It's going to get me to the same place that I'm trying to get to, but in a better way, a more efficient way. Okay, so that's another reason why taking the road less traveled can be better for you. And the third reason is establishing a clear plan, because when you do that, you save time and frustration. So you take the road less traveled because you think, haven't gone that way. What am I going to get if I go that way? You might find that although you take that road less traveled, you're going to run into that person that's assigned to assist you. You're going to learn new technology. You might learn new skills. As I gave the example of the young man with the wanting to be a physician. Now, he had the skill to play basketball, but that wasn't his passion. He wanted to be a physician. But if he had not taken that skill of basketball, that was a detour for him, and worked and used that, he wouldn't have been able to get to his passion. So the road less traveled can be something that is beneficial to you. So don't always do the ordinary. Don't always do the ordinary. That's the same thing about, don't always try to fit in the crowd. It's okay to stand out sometimes. Follow the rough, the different, the not easily obtained. And guess what? You will come out stronger, wiser, and better equipped. It's okay to follow the road less traveled. So I hope that this has helped you to navigate something that you've been trying to do. It's not been going the way that you wanted to go, and you've been trying to follow the normal process. Sometimes you got to veer off. So I pray that this has helped someone today. And again, please share because it may help someone else. Again, I thank you for joining me this morning. You could have been doing anything else, out shopping, doing anything, but you are tuned in to build your best life. Please, please, please tune in Tuesday, February 8th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Build Your Best Life Talk. My guest this week is going to be none other than Henrietta Telfair. And we are going to have a phenomenal time. So tune in, tune in, tune in. That's again at 6:30 p.m. February the 8th, which is Tuesday. So thank you so much. And remember, everything you do has an impact on your surroundings, on other people. Your actions are critical to what you do, and people are looking at you. And always remember, building your best life is our business, and that's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. Stay warm. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Worship somewhere tomorrow, whether live or virtual, and just have a great time. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye.